One of the things that we're doing with the solar system is catering to developers and designers, and these people want to test a lot of their code on different systems. Some people will be asked by their client to make things work on Windows, some on Linux. We want to offer as many different variants of the Linux operating system as we possibly can, and as our backend platform supports. With Windows, we don't have as many varieties. We're sticking only to Windows 2008. The reason for that is that utilizing today's virtualization technologies and the backend platform we chose, it's a lot more stable to stick with Windows 2008. And we just feel that there are a lot of improvements that were made with respect to security and whatnot in the Windows operating system. So at least in the Linux side, we're giving a lot of variety there, and we just want to make it easy for them to be able to re-image their system and choose the operating system that works best for them. It's interesting. I have spent a lot of time utilizing services from other cloud providers. And one thing I always noticed is that they always had preset packages and plans. Or even if they allowed you to customize, everything sort of, everything was tied together. As you increased your RAM, your disk space went up as well. Over the years, we've had a lot of customers come to us and say, listen, I just don't need all that disk space. Can I get it a little bit cheaper? I don't need all that RAM, but I need a lot of disk space. Can I get a little bit cheaper? One of the unfortunate things is that we would always tell people, well, RAM is really the driving cost with respect to your VPS, so it really doesn't make that much of a difference. Today, RAM is cheap, and we can offer a lot more than we once could. And we feel that it's incredibly important to give customers the ability to really buy what they want. So you start with a base configuration and customize from there. You can have pretty much any amount of RAM, any amount of disk, and any amount of bandwidth that you want between 2 points. And you don't have those things locked. You don't have those those selectors locked to each other. And we just feel that gives the end user a lot more customization, customizing ability with respect to their virtual private server. Yeah, one of the big ones obviously is our integrated monitoring service called SolarRay. It's something we developed ourselves. And another thing that we noticed in the marketplace is that if you wanted to have great monitoring for your hosting services, whether it be VPS or dedicated or any other sort of cloud service, that wasn't in a massive sort of multi-tenant platform, but gave you your own environment, is that you'd have to go out to a third party to get that. We really wanted to integrate that into the solar system and give customers sort of a complementary service along with their virtual private server, so they didn't have to worry about utilizing those third-party services. They could have that monitoring built right in. So that's probably, at this point, our most critical add-on that you can get. There are paid versions that allow you to upgrade, get more abilities, but you get a very basic monitoring service that allows you to do most of the critical monitoring of your service right with your VPS. So it's a great unique identifier there for our service. Some of the other things obviously are the add-on control panels that we offer, cPanel and Plesk. As we're working on additional images that we'll be creating for the cloud, there'll be additional software packages that you can get as well. If you want people to have the shortest time to live period that you can possibly give them, you have to pre-build the templates. You have to allow them to, have a ready-to-go WordPress install. If they have to go in and install MySQL, they have to go in and install Apache, they have to configure all that and do all that by hand. From a developer's perspective, that just creates a lot of added unnecessary time. Now, some people may love to do that. Some people may have a sysadmin background and they may prefer to do it that way. So they can still do that with a raw Linux image. But giving them the ability to have these ready-made templates is important because it gets them live much quicker. And we've done all the research and we've spent all the time to make sure those images are stable and secure.